What's good, everybody? It's your boy Em, and today I want to show you the most broken set they've ever added into this game. It is officially my favorite. The Zoh Shia Armor Set is just cracked. Without further ado, let's go ahead and lock straight in. So I have been playing with this thing all day long. Zoh Shia is my favorite fight, hands down. I have a guide right here on the channel. I'll leave a link to it in the description below, and I'll actually break down some parts of that fight for a shorter video right here in this one as well, because that one's a little bit of a longer form. Regardless, let's get into this. So I'll show you my build. This is the actual Zoh Shia main hand, the Blazing Katir, and it's rarity 8, 220 attack, 5 affinity, and 150 dragon element. And the build looks a little bit like this. I'm rocking the crit element jewel with the KO jewel, the attack 2 jewel, and attack 1 jewel. Now, I've been shuffling this around a lot all day long. I don't really know exactly what I want to do with this yet. Usually I'm always rocking this right here, the flight with the handicraft jewel and a crit jewel on top of another crit jewel, something like that. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But these two weapons, one of them is going to be the Gora Magala weapon, and this one right here is the brand new one from Zoh Shia. I'm loving this weapon. It has a special ability on it, if you didn't know, that is very unique. It's called Whiteflame Torrent. Now, what exactly does that do? The Whiteflame Torrent gives a chance to deal additional damage after you land an attack. Now, I don't necessarily know if it has its own special effect on it, but I do know that it does push out a little bit of extra damage than some of my other things that I used to use before today. Alright guys, let me show you my 5-piece set. So I'm rocking 5 pieces of the brand new Zoh Shia fit, and man, do I love this thing a lot. Originally I had all 5 of them to be beta, but the problem with that was I wasn't getting coalescence and I wasn't getting elemental absorption to the max level 3. I was only getting those very low, and then I was actually pushing maximum might. But then I realized I wanted to start getting into, more of the elemental damage in the game. So I wanted to play a little bit differently than before, and this is what I ended up, picking in the end. So going over all of my jewels, super quick and simple. I have the chain jewel 3. That is going to be for that burst right there. And you already see the chain charm 2 right there at the bottom for the talismans. So I'm able to max out that burst, no problem. We have the Phoenix Jewel so that I can get that coalescence all the way to level 3. You're going to get 2 built into the set for you, and then you just drop 1 jewel on it and you'll be good to go, max out at 3. Then I went ahead and threw a protection jewel 1 because, why not throw some divine blessing in there, because I had an extra slot. So yeah, sure. Then I threw the second chain jewel in there so I can get my burst up. I got the 2 mighty jewels in there because those are a must for my maximum might. I love the maximum might here on the channel. Maximum might is definitely going to be pushing my affinity when it's active. It's only plus 20%, but that plus 20% is still decent when it's working. Then this build already has a little bit of recovery speed on it, which is amazing because if you don't know already, the Zoh Shia's Pulse Super Recovery 2 is kind of nice. There's different types of blights in this game. Bubble blight, you have fire, things like that, and when you recover from those blights, you're able to pop the super recovery. When you're popping this super recovery, man, it feels good because you're able to get back all of that health and the health that you didn't even have originally. So you don't even have to be on red health. You're just going to see your health tick all the way back up to full because of the Zoh Shia's Pulse, and I love that to death. It's one of my favorite parts of this entire build, and it's one of the main reasons why I ended up switching my armor set over to this one in the first place. I had to go ahead and throw in the earplugs because without earplugs and 3 essence, we're not able to ignore those roars. And then I went out there and I started to rack havoc on all the different monsters in the game. This set clean cut off about 2 to 3 minutes of my kill time on all monsters, which was insane. I took down an Archveld today in about 5 minutes. That's my fastest time yet. And then all the other monsters were getting no diff, like between 1 minute to 2 minutes. It was just insane. I really love this set. It's a great set and the weapon is phenomenal. I am going to be pushing different types of builds and trying to do different things. with this armor set moving on in the future, but right now this is what I cooked up. I hope you guys like what I've done here, but that's not all for this video. For the rest of it, let's go ahead and look over some different things that you can do in the Zoh Shia fight to make it easier for you. Alright, so Zoh Shia is going to be sitting in the middle of the platform. You jump down, you slap it up. I like to stay behind these hind legs. Like being over here in this zone is just a safe spot, because anytime that you're near those forearms or around the head, you can get clipped or slapped up very easily by the different attacks that Zoh Shia throws out. One of the things that you always have to be on the lookout for is those fireballs. They will catch you off guard. A little bit of quick tip for you. When Zoh Shia does a ground slam with the crystals and then follows that up with the flamethrower, usually Zoh Shia is going to pull back on those hind legs and try to shoot a fireball off at you. Be aware of that. That awareness right there is going to save your life, because at least you know it's going to be coming. It might not always happen, but when it does happen, you can react to it. Another situation where the fireball can be a problem is when Zoh Shia rises up on those hind legs, charges up, it shoots a fireball in your vicinity, and then shoots another and another. This is closer to phase 2 and phase 3, but when those big fireballs drop down and hit near your area, that area of effect is kind of wide. So you have to be aware of it. Rolling at the very last minute just before it hits usually clears it, and you don't have to worry about it at all, but it is something that you want to look out for. Next up, there's a bunch of things on the ceiling during the 3rd and 4th phase. As soon as you see Zoh Shia pull out those arms, and those arms are black, that means that the ceiling is going to have 2 spots that you're able to yank down and drop on Zoh Shia's head. If you do so, it's big damage and it's going to be a stun. So make sure you're timing those and use it to your advantage so that you can, get the upper hand and or turn the tables on Zoh Shia so that you don't die. And the last tip that I want to throw at you guys real quick is going to be about these crystals. When Zoh Shia drops these crystals down, they're explosive and they're not really good. There's going to be different situations where these crystals could be a problem for you. Let's say Zoh Shia hits that with a lightning bolt, it'll explode. If Zoh Shia shoots at it with fire, it's going to explode. So you just want to kind of stay away from it. You can break these and it will free that space up so that you'll be able to escape like the flamethrower, or when Zoh Shia flies up in the air and it breathes in that fire, just before it releases that fire, you want to get as far back as humanly possible. If you stay completely away from this, it won't even touch you. There will be some meteorites that are falling from the sky that you do have to concern yourself with. They do telegraph a little bit, so look for the indicator that something's about to drop on you, that's a little bright area, and move away from it, and you should be good to go. But if you want the full-blown guide to Zoh Shia, don't worry, I got you. The link is in the description below. I go over every move in Zoh Shia's arsenal so that you know exactly how to react, what to do, and when to do it. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and smash the like button for me. Consider subbing to the channel so that you don't miss out on more of my content coming real soon from Monster Hunter Wilds. This was the first title update, and it was actually really good for me. And I want to know what you guys felt about it. Let me know down in the comment section below. Hope to see you in the next video. It's your boy MSensei HD for now, though. I'm going to go ahead and slide up out of here.